What's up, guys? Today we are talking about body positive fitness. What is body positive fitness and why you should be using it? So I want to make something really clear to start off with. Body positive fitness does not mean hating on aesthetic goals. I feel like when a lot of people first see my page or see that I'm a body positive personal trainer, they assume that I am hating on what they are doing in the fitness field if it has to do with appearance. And that's simply not true. If you are someone that's in the fitness field that enjoys focusing on aesthetic goals, more power to you. And if that's what makes you feel good in your body, good for you. That's what I want for you. That's what I want for everyone, is to find out what works for them. And I've found with a lot of clients that reaching for only aesthetic goals isn't a great way of approaching fitness. So when it comes to body positive fitness, it's not hating on aesthetic goals. It's simply saying that fitness has so much more to it than appearance and aesthetic goals, or even just measurable goals in general. There's so much more to fitness and what our bodies are capable of outside of that aesthetic realm. Although I do make fun of a lot of toxic practices in the fitness field, then I want everyone to be doing what feels good and natural to them. And so moving on from there, body positive fitness simply means that we're taking a more intuitive approach. It means that we're focusing more on listening to our bodies and tuning into our body. When it comes to typical fitness training programs, then they often are aesthetic and physical based, and it's all about measuring performance, and it has quite a competitive edge. When it comes to that standard training, it's very much more rigid. There's a specific protocol to reaching your goals, which I often use in the body positive realm as well. But there's so many more factors than just our physical factors when it comes to our fitness training. We need to incorporate the mental and emotional factors that come into training outside of just our physicality, because there's a lot of factors that change what our body's needs are that we often aren't analyzing with stereotypical fitness protocol. So when it comes to body positive training, I like to just think about it more as something that's holistic and more individualized, because we're taking all of the factors in our life compared to just all of the physical factors in our life. So whatever you're going through emotionally, the stress levels you're going through, your day-to-day physical, emotional, mental well-being, that changes day to day. With our typical fitness program, it isn't realistic to always follow it perfectly. I would say, honestly, following the intuitive approach, you start to realize that fitness programs are meant for you to follow as a guideline. And so because we're all different, we're all in different stages of our life, we're all going through different things, we need to make adjustments to our fitness programs based on what we're going through. It's all about still having a structure to it, but it's a little looser of a structure, so we give room to actually listen to our bodies. Not everything needs to be perfectly lined up for us to reach goals. Body positive fitness realm is all about just being more inclusive, showing more self-compassion, and showing more mindfulness in our day-to-day. It feels more holistic to me to follow a body positive protocol, because we are tuning into ourselves. We are listening to our bodies probably for the first time in our entire lives. And the thing is, some goals may take you longer to reach, because some people thrive off of working out and lifting 5 times a week, and some people just don't thrive off of that. Some people need to consistently work out 2 to 3 times a week rather than force themselves to fit something that doesn't align with them. So when it comes to body positive fitness, we are sitting back in our seats and we're listening to our bodies and feeling what aligns with us, what aligns with our work schedule, what feels good to us, what does our body feel like after specific workouts? What injuries can I work around? How can I actually feel better in my day-to-day life? With our body positive approach, it focuses not only on reaching physical goals or just reaching measurable goals in general, we're focused on quality of life. Quality of life is what we're aiming for here. We just want to feel better in our day to day. And again, there's nothing wrong with hitting our measurable goals. Hell, I have really thrived off of showing up for myself and slowly getting stronger. But for me personally, what I've realized is that with my specific situations, health issues, mental health, physical health, all of that incorporated into one, I thrive off of working out maybe 2 to 3 times a week, having less inflammation, and reaching my goals a little slower than it may textbook usually take. But I've actually been able to feel better in my day to day life. I've been consistent with it. Genuinely enjoyed it. It's taken me a while to stop what I'm doing, stop listening to the media, stop listening to stereotypical, you need to do this to do this. I've started listening to myself, my intuition, my body, and started to practice mindfulness, incorporated stuff like soothing my nervous system and meditation and slowing down. And it's never something I would have imagined in a fitness field, but that's what my body thrives off of. And so I encourage you, as your first step into body positive fitness, to take a step back and start writing down everything that feels good to you, everything that you do that makes you feel empowered, confident. And if that's working on aesthetic goals or reaching measurable goals, that's what you should be doing. But I think for a lot of us, what we should be doing is tuning in more to our bodies rather than following specific rigid programs that are built for the general population. So I encourage you, sit back, listen to your body, and write down everything that feels good and something that genuinely works for you that you could stick with, that could become a lifestyle. What's realistic for you when you tune into your body and what feels good to you? I hope this was helpful. If you all have any questions about this, feel free to comment below, but I will be making a future video on steps you could take into the body positive fitness realm that could help you tune into your body more. If you enjoyed this, share it with a friend, like and subscribe, and I can't wait to discuss more with y'all.